Good morning, everyone. My name's David Landers, recovery coach for Shadow to the Light, and I thought on this wintry, wet day, I would do a video that I wanted to hopefully put out a video that's thought-provoking and offer a plan, offer a program that maybe once you've listened into this video, if it resonates with you, that you would get benefits from the plan. That's completely free. If you just register with the Shadow to the Light, www.shadowtolightexperience, you get a free ebook, and we've designed some plans. And the plan and the subject I want to talk today is about devices. And I don't want people to get upset with me and pissed off with me by mentioning devices and technology, because I know how important they are in our lives. So I want to start that video off by saying the invention of it has been remarkable for us as a species. I mean, to go from using one of these big, massive computers the size of this bedroom, and now you've got everything you need in your pocket. And for kids, like teenagers, it makes them feel safer because if they're out and about, they've always got a point of contact, you know. But like anything, I think we always have to, something that's so enticing, something that's so hypnotic, something that's so alluring, we have to begin at the start, look at the middle, and then think of where are we going. Now, if we use the example of tobacco companies years and years ago, remember front pages of newspapers and magazines, you'd have your doctor smokes Camel, you know, it's a great feeling, you know, film stars would advertise it, there were sponsorships everywhere. Because in the tobacco industry's negligence, shall we say, they were pushing their product without any due care for what could happen in 20, 30, 40 years' time. And present day, we're starting to see, even 20 years ago, we're starting to see that was a huge no-no, because we know now the secondary effects and the primary effects of smoking is through cancers, through addiction, etc. I'm going to make a statement here. I think giving our children phones and putting phones in amongst our family in the way that they're being used today is going to be the new tobacco moment in 25 years' time. Now, there's a great social psychologist, Jonathan Haidt. I don't know the name of his new book, but I think it's something to do with children and devices. But Jonathan Haidt, look up some of his work. And the data's clear now. Since the 1990s, early 2000s, there's a trajectory of data all across the board now where the overconsumption of devices has started seeping in and affecting our mental, our physical, and what's most important today I want to talk about is our family health. And the family structure, which has been under attack for a while, is because of parents now not staying together as long, by, you know, the way that both adults have to work now to support a family structure. It's already creaking. And for me now, to give something that's so enticing, so addictive, like a device, and put it in the middle of all that, and laptops and smart TVs and smart this and smart that. If you think how precious that passage of time is that we have our children and our children have us, we're playing with fire. Now again, like I said, I'm doing this video via technology, so I will always say that I'm not against it. I think it's a great thing. But a Shadow to the Light, I started looking at some of the data that was out there and started looking at, when you go around now whether it's on a train, whether it's on a bus, whether it's in cars, whether it's at social events, society is all being tractor beamed into looking at one thing only, and acting out one thing, and that's our body positioning, our peripheral vision, our children looking at us and paying attention to us looking at our children and paying attention, friends looking at each other, boyfriend and girlfriend. We're actually, as we evolve as human, as we kept evolving, we know with the brain is there's an evolution behind it, because we've encouraged the strengthening and the growth of a particular part of us, and that's brought us benefits moving forward. If you think that when you go into your child's bedroom and say to them, Jimmy, can you do your bedroom? Look at me. If you think they're purposefully ignoring you, they're not. They're being trained to be only forward looking at a device. That is, they're being trained, they're now neuro pathways are being trained not to look up, mum's talking, dad's talking. They're being trained just to job at hand, screen. And this is not something that you can just click your fingers and undo. This is something now that in the neuron pathway sections, we're making the pathways stronger and stronger and stronger. So the more that we continue allowing ourselves to just take notice of the effects it's having on us, we're being completely naive. Now, family times as well, laptops on tables, smart TVs while we're having dinner, breakfast while TV's on. We're training ourselves to not be 100% present with our children, or our children are training themselves not to be present with us. Where do you think that goes in 20 years' time? In 10 years' time, when our children move out of the nest, if they can afford it, do you think that their first point of call is going to be, I need to stay close to my parents, I need to keep the communication? Of course it won't be, because we've started the severing of that connection by making ourselves so reliant on a device, reliant on that our development of closeness, our development of connection has been left behind 15, 20 years ago. So our parents are parents by name, our children are children by name, but for me, when that unit starts building and bonding, and that's a place where our children can lean into us and push back against us through discussion, through learning. If you sever that, it means that their ability to talk and discuss and communicate with you has not been practiced. So what hasn't been practiced is lost. If you don't use it, you lose it. And parents in 10 years and 15 years time, when their relationship is completely broken down with their children, will probably think, oh, why is that? I tell you why it's happened. It's because we have not exercised, we have not used it like a gym experience where we've worked at it every day to build the strength in that dynamics, to build the strength in our units as a family. And now when you look around in the societies, we're hardly paying attention to one another on trains, as I said. We're all displaying the same postures, we're all displaying the same disregard for one another. People are walking past one another when someone's in trouble. And for me, it's a wake-up call, guys. It really is. It's the tobacco moment where we have to realise, if we continue down this pathway. So I'm just starting out on this journey of discovering how dangerous I believe the overuse of these devices could be. But if you're a parent or you're an adolescent and you feel that this is really affecting your lives, please just send me an email via the Shadow to the Light Centre, gmail.com, and I will send you, no strings attached, I will send you a plan that It helps you assess, it helps you regulate, and then it helps you the aftercare after by moving away, unhooking yourselves from what I believe, guys, will only pull you further and further in and make you more distant from your family unit. So, like I said, guys, I only do videos to try and thought provoke. Everyone obviously is choosing their own life. They're going down the path they want to go down. But from someone who's come out of addictions and someone who trains in that field, I think just because everyone else is using something, that doesn't give us the right to say it's not a problem. Because what I'll leave you with is this. If you use your phone to go into a bedroom, if you wake up with your phone, if you go to bed with your phone, if you get in the car with your phone, if when you're with your partner you've got a phone, with your kids when you've got a phone. I may have said this before. Change all the times you've got a phone and put a glass of wine in your hand or a bottle of beer. Would you have a problem then? I would say 99% of us would say we have. So, alright, a bit of a long-winded video, but my name's David Landers, recovery coach. I help with addictions, toxic relationships and limiting beliefs. Like I said, send me an email, shadow to the light center at gmail.com, or just visit my website and register www.shadowtothelightexperience.com, and there's loads of free stuff there. Alright, take care everyone, bye.